Hello and welcome. Let's clear the energy. We give all honor and glory to the Most High God, from whom all gifts are given. I thank you for joining me this evening. What should we be most thankful and grateful for? A blessing on your day, a blessing to heal a relationship, a blessing, a relationship that you thought was dead, you will get a message from someone. And a blessing on the senses, the gifts that the world, the senses that the gift the world to you. I'm not saying that right. A blessing on the senses, that gift the world to you. So, a gift of the world to you. Your sight, your hearing, your feelings, all of your senses, for you are being transformed and made new and given abundance. And a blessing to ease the loneliness and bring a companionship. So that would go back to a relationship. And a blessing for a fresh start. Great messages. And at the bottom of the deck, a healing for an injury or an illness. You might get a new friendship. Rebuild your relationship with your mother, possibly. For those who are nearing death. So someone may be around you who is very ill that may pass away. And I don't speak death on anyone, but my condolences. If you do have someone around you that is very ill, they may not we will move on to something more pleasant. But you may get a new friendship and a better relationship or understanding with your mother. And it's very possible that someone's mother is very ill. Okay, so a blessing on your day, that you would have a good day. Even when you have sad news, try to see how this ending brings about a new beginning or a new occurrence in your life. A blessing on a healing to a relationship, which could be with your mother or someone you were in love with, that you will get a message of some sort. You thought this relationship was dead. The both of you thought this relationship was dead. But the possibility of it being healed is here. The number 28 becoming 10, the 1 being a new beginning. A blessing on the senses, that gift the world to you, having all of your senses and being thankful for your senses, for there are many out there that are blind, that cannot hear, so be thankful for who you are and what you do have in your life. A blessing to ease the loneliness and bring a companionship, which goes back to a relationship that is to heal. And then again, we have a blessing for a fresh start, a new beginning, and a blessing for healing of an injury or illness that you yourself have. So if you've had some kind of accident, you will heal from that accident. Or if you've had some type of parasite, a healing to clear that up. I don't like to get into the tarot part of this. My objective is always to aid you in seeing yourself more clearly and working on yourself to make a better you. So, what's next? What is going on around us? What is going on around us that we need to be aware of? What's going on around us, Holy Spirit, that we need to be aware of to help us make the choices we need to make and to be awakened to what we should be trying to do with our lives. Is there anything additional? Okay, so we do have a masculine on the board. So there's a man going through a change, doing self-reflection, needing to trust in himself and his own intuition, who's been surrounded by secrets that may be coming to light now. And the void, going into the dark night of the soul, possibly to make the changes that need to be made. You will need to have strong will to bring about peace in your life and a realization of who you truly are and the power that you have. It will allow you to grow and come out of this darkness and take the road into the light for a fresh beginning. And it will be a long night, but you will need to surrender to the Almighty from your extremes that you have been overindulging in for some time. The gift of free will is yours. And yes, you may have been trying to outrun or not do these changes for some time, but the reality of it is you need to make these changes. What else is going on around us that we need to be aware of? Okay. Gifts of the senses, generosity, balancing one's life, all matters in relation to your exchanges with others, personal relationship, partnerships, and contracts. So you need to bring about a balance in all of this. And it is a gift from the divine. And there will be travel, both physically and in terms of your lifestyle and the direction of your life. So you will be physically traveling, and your lifestyle as a whole will change direction. Could be just evolving to another level of yourself, relocating, going about setting and seeing a larger perspective. So you will more than likely make these changes that you have not wanted to make because you have to now. There's a lot going on under the surface, but you've been in the dark for a long time. You've allowed yourself to be in this darkness. So now it is time to make the changes using the gifts that you've been given by the divine. Be generous. It's in your nature already anyway. And you will need to balance out the relationships you have, the exchanges you make with friends, contracts, personal relationships, partnerships. It's time for you to make a difference in what it is you're doing when it comes to relationships. What is your energy with all of this happening to you at this time? What is your energy? Okay. Make time to focus in on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. That is the void you will go into, the dark night of the soul, taking time apart from those that you have found to be misleading, that have, or you may think have, made your life turn upside down. However, we must take accountability for our own lives when you make choices and decisions. You create the life that you have, and it causes your life to turn one way or the other. When you do not take into consideration the other person that may be involved in the decision, then you must take the consequences of what happens to all. It's time for you to connect with your own spiritual well-being. And a negative attitude will bring about fiery arguments at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activity, something that you truly like to do instead. Don't let what someone else does indicate your mood. What someone thinks is none of your business. What they think about you is none of your business. And at the bottom of the deck, it says, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. Water signs here, Scorpio and Pisces and Cancer. Spend time with family or helping other people, but avoid situations that tend to drain you or pull on your emotions. So, though you may be going through this change, you are still manifesting something to come into your life regarding a relationship, and it's coming. So you need to be in the best position and the best of who you are when it does. And that would mean balancing out the life you have around you now and focusing in on balancing you as a whole and eliminating any negative activities or tendencies or people who would be draining you of your energy. Don't allow negativity to take hold within you or cause you to step out of character and to become argumentative, angry, wanting to fight. So you find things that will keep you in a positive mind frame. What chakras are in question at this time. What chakras? You are completing something, or have just completed something. Something has definitely ended, and you are going to be going towards a brighter, different future. You will have to persevere, however, if you want it to really work out. Nothing happens by happenstance, by coincidence. Nothing happens by coincidence. Dispensating wanted to jump out there, and we all know dispensating means fantasizing and not doing nothing. You may be grieving whatever this is you're leaving, whether it be a family dynamic, a relationship, but you have been stuck in confusion for a long time. But it is time now for you to get on with your soul's mission, your life's purpose. You have your sacral chakra, your heart chakra, and your throat chakra. It's time to speak up for you. It's time to do for you. If you are not balanced, if you are not happy, how can you expect to bring happiness around you? You will only attract that which you are. There is an ending. You may even lose someone. And again, my condolences if you are dealing with someone who is truly ill, who may pass. You will have to persevere to make this new beginning that you are going to be given work. Do not hold on to this grief. Remember what it is you were to learn from this whole situation in order for you to grow and see the benefit of it getting you to the next level of who you should be. You have been in confusion because there has been lies, illusions all around you for some time. It's thick. It's been there for a minute. So you will need to clear your mind, balance your chakras, keep yourself from listening to naysayers or people who have nothing but negativity to say or to add to whatever it is that you are trying to do or wanting to go towards, and step into your life's purpose. Come to understand what you were put on this earth for. And there will be people who have been trying to keep you right where you are, which is why there was illusions, lies, deceit all around you. If you're looking and thinking that you're going to be rejected where you're going, release that. No one is perfect, and you will need to get past your fears. And though this will be bittersweet to you, you need to drop the facade and the mask and stop thinking of yourself as a victim and just being complacent, staying somewhere that you are freaking miserable, or staying in place doing nothing when in your heart you know you want something different, something better. Don't let those who would cloud your mind stop you from going towards your happiness, what it is you see for yourself. What lessons are there? Holy Spirit, what lessons are there that we need to pay attention to when you hold on to things that you should have let go of some time ago? You tend to not think in terms of you're good enough, but you need to know if it's in your heart, you are good enough to have it. Is there anything additional? Anything additional? Oh, goodness. Okay. So, it's time for you to know what you're here to do. You are going to be given the opportunity for freedom. And in that freedom, you will possess the power to bring about your own happiness. Your free will create your own happiness. But you will have to remove the resentments. You cannot harbor resentment, for it will block the flow of love that's trying to come in also to rid you of this loneliness that you are feeling within. You cannot regret what you have done, only say you're sorry and move on. Try to remember the lessons from it, learn from it, so that you do not repeat. You cannot change the past, so dwelling on it in regret will not change it. Yes, grief is out here again, so there is definitely something that you will be losing, but that losing is the opportunity to appreciate what they may have brought to your life, the lesson you may have learned from it, and use it to make a better life for yourself. You cannot place guilt on yourself. Beating yourself up and guilt tripping yourself is not the way to do it. Release anything that no longer aids you in growing. Just release it. Let it go. You have no reason to hold on to something that has kept you stagnant or in the same spot for a long time. If you have been looking to have more in your life, whatever this is that you have to let go of will allow you the opportunity to have more. Stop worrying. The loneliness will go away. You will not be lonely forever. But you will need to be honest and have courage. Stop denying what you have done and who you are, and face yourself in reality and take care of your health, because there is definitely a health issue here for yourself as well that you may have been neglecting, that you need to handle before it becomes worse. Balance who you are. When you look at your life, don't do so out of judging your life with someone else's. Just understand that all that you do is meant for you to learn from. The Lord allows only that which is necessary in your life. If you have done things that you know were not right, you already know you must pay the karma for that. That's a given. That does not go away. It does not. So let's see. I was going to do what should you be surrendering. Yeah, we'll do that. No, what should you surrender at this time? What are you holding on to that is keeping you from being your best authentic self? What do you need to let go of that would stop you from having your new beginning? What do you need to surrender? What do you need to surrender? Okay. So, you're fearful. You've got to let go of the fears. You need to get past your fears if you want to have this new beginning and you want to have the happiness. Your happiness will not come easy. You will have to fight for it. But you need to live in the moment, not sit in a fantasy world, fantasizing, hoping, dreaming about what it could be or wonder. No, you've got to get out and do something. Stay in the moment, focus on a solution in order for you to have a celebration. And it does come with a baby step, one after the other, going forward. Surrender to the magic of who you are. You are more than you think you are. We all have a magic within us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. Surrender to effortlessness. Sometimes we push so hard to have something, and we're pushing, but not in the right way. We're expecting, but not in the right way. You need to learn how to make a decision and then kind of go with the flow of the universe, to allow the universe to bring to you that which you want most. Stop being in denial of who you are and what you want. Accept people and situations just as they are, and that will allow you to see more clearly and make the best decision for what you need to do next and where you need to go or move next. Do not be in denial of who you are and those around you. Start to look at the picture clearly, and that way you will know what you need to do next. You want something specific in your life. You want happiness, but you've forgotten that you are worthy to have this happiness. You are on this planet to have life to the full, abundantly. But you've got to get past the fears of yourself. You've got to be able to let things flow. Make a decision, move in a direction, and let life happen. And the last card is surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous milestones or difficulties or roadblocks. Start leaping into an exciting new world of possibilities, for new beginnings are right there for you to have. It's time for you to go into yourself and stop being this person of non-action and negative thinking. Surrender to receiving support and love, and let go of your fear of intimacy if you want to not be lonely anymore. What would your ancestors want you to know at this time? What does your ancestors want you to know? It's time for you to choose your path. Or are you going to keep running from the contract you have with the universe? Because we all came here with one. But again, free will. It's time for you to choose your path. Be a light where there is darkness. And at the bottom of the deck, in the summertime, you will get back to joy and have more light in your world. Let's see here. Now, that is what your ancestors are telling you. Choose your path. You already know what you need to be doing because you can see what's going on around you in your family, in your relationships. And you need to take a look back at what did the men and women in your family do? Has there been a continuing pattern regarding relationships, regarding friendships, regarding just the movement of the family or the friendships or relationships in general with their wives, with their friends, with the family dynamic as a whole, uncles, nephews, whatever? Has there been a pattern that needs to stop? It's time to choose your path. And it's time for you to be the light and the wise one and make the right choice. And come the summer, if you make the right choice, there will be joy and light in your world. Let's see. What would your guardian angels want you to know? For your guardian angels have been trying to aid you just like your ancestors in the spirit realm by aiding you with dreams, synchronicities. Harmony and resolution is yours to have. You have been manifesting something. Do you truly want it to come in? Mother, Father, God, you need to connect with all that is and not be afraid of connecting to it to bring about the life you truly want. There is power in your intuition, and it may mean self-sacrificing, not sacrificing, I'm sorry. Ooh, or maybe there is some sacrificing you may need to do. Giving up things that you know no longer serve you. Self-acceptance, and start learning to experience what is truly best for you. There is power in your intentions. So set your intentions directly, clearly, and accept yourself for who you are. And what you know is not a benefit, start changing and learning new things for a new experience and a new beginning. I hope that this message has been helpful to you in some way. I send you blessings always. I send you a light in a dark space. I send you love unconditionally and healing for the soul. Look in the mirror and start evaluating the life that you have and determine, is this the life you truly want? Are you happy with the life you have? Until next time, I hope that you'll join me again. Until then.